and in this course 4, doing business in Nigeria. And though I promised that we're going to be having a live session today, but due to some glitches, we will not be able to do that any longer. So but I believe that by tomorrow, same time by 8 o'clock, we'll still have it. We believe that we're going to have it by tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Now, the question is, as a business person, as a professional, that we believe that, like we said, the main of business angle of a profession is you being able to turn your profession or your skill into a value offering, to be able to deliver value, to be able to deliver service, turn into a service by which you can generate income, and as well build system and structure around it. Like a teacher now. A teacher can be working in a school as a teacher, and as well have an online coaching through Google Meet, through WhatsApp, through different platforms, and you can build a system around it whereby you do some pre-recorded courses that are working. That's probably in a week on Saturday you have done about 3-4 courses, and you just share it for probably several of the students you have, and that's what we're talking about. You're doing business. You might not be there all the time, but you can use the technology to create a system and structure in it, so that it can be working on its own. Just as well, any professional like a biochemist can set up, can have into soap making, skincare. It can as well go into inspection, service. Those who are into offshore crude oil, they need people like biochemists to test the quality of their diesel or the quality of their products. So a biochemist can do that, and those inspectors are making a lot of money. I have a friend of mine who is into one of my mentees who is into oil. He tells me a lot about those inspectors. They go onto the vessel and they make a lot of money. So you need to get the business angle of your profession. Now today, like I said, doing business in Nigeria, a lot of time, we know that in Nigeria there are a lot of challenges and there are a lot of opportunities as well. Because as much as we see inability to raise capital as a challenge in terms of bank loans and lack of that difficulty, before they give you a loan, they ask you to go and bring your mother's certificate, your mother's head, your father's head, and lots of that. But basically, we have the issue of the bad road, issue of the corruption, terrorism, inflation, scam, and issue of the fact that it's difficult to raise capital, like I said earlier. And better still, there are opportunities. Because the fact that there are 200 million people in this country is an opportunity on its own. That means we have a market. We have market in this place. Many other African countries might not have as much as opportunity we have in terms of human capital. So as a matter of fact, Nigeria is a market for most of the African countries. Even most of the Chinese products. Yes, one of the largest market they have in Africa is in Nigeria. So it is so important. It's so important. When we have that, so we have to look at the opportunities. Though at the beginning, that's why you have to be courageous. We have to look at the courage. You have to be courageous. You have to be tactical in doing business in Nigeria. You have to be courageous. It means that at the beginning you are starting out. There may be challenges like slow markets. The market around might not be as fast as you expect. And as well, it's you might be having difficulty with like power supply, with like some basic things that is required. But you have to keep going. The most important thing is that you have started, and the most important thing is that you are doing business. So you have to keep going so that you continue to move forward. Those who have scaled in Nigeria today, they have faced the same thing, and they have made it eventually. So you have to continue to go forward, never turn backward. So the place of tactics, I told you, courage and tactics is required for doing business in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you have to be bold, and that's why you have to understand this thing. Because one of the challenge I see among Nigerians is that a lot of 70% of people, or 70% of the problem, as a matter of fact, we complain about in Nigerian system, is a result of ignorance. We need to break the walls of ignorance. We need to break the walls of ignorance. When we complain of Nigerian economy and the lack of that, there's a lot to which we need to know. Because the level to which you know determines the level to which you can overcome challenges. Your ability to overcome challenges when they come is your level of knowledge. Because many times when we set visions and strategy in place to kickstart a business, the things might not go as planned. Now the onus are on you to recreate or review your strategy. That's when it comes to knowledge. You might need to review your strategy from time to time. Strategy might not work as planned most times, but a wise person always review their strategy. It takes knowledge to do that. So you need a lot of knowledge. So we need to break the walls of ignorance. People, business folks in Nigeria are not really interested in knowledge. When offer books to them, they say it's expensive, they can't buy books. How do you want to be successful when you don't know? Mentorship, that's why to young graduates who are graduating, who are in NYC Corp and lacks of that, always understand that as much as you pay money to teachers in school and you pay money to your lecturers, you must pay money to mentors if you are really serious about it. As a matter of fact, I see that a lot of young people are not even serious about it. They are still full of assumption that money comes, without them doing anything. They just felt that they are destined to be rich and they are destined to succeed. The fact that they have gone to school it translates into financial prosperity. My friend, I must tell you, it doesn't work like that. The fact that you went to school, you have PhD, you have masters, does not translate into financial prosperity. I saw an online video something about a man in is it Rivers or one of the south place where the man has he has gone to school while he was working. He was going to school. He has gone to school to the level of PhD. Now he has PhD certificate, yet he's still a messenger. He has PhD certificate, yes, he's still as the last time I watched, it was still we would refer to as a messenger. Still earning 77,000, or 70,000 minimum wage. So what I was saying is the fact that there is the place of education and there's a place of translating what you know into real life and being able to. That's why we are doing this course. That's why we are doing this training. So you might need to go and study a lot, and in the course of overcoming ignorance problem, you need exposure. Number one, you need to be exposed. You need to learn from others. There are many times you want to work with people not because they want to get them paid to pay you. You might need to just work to learn. Don't always just be, if you are really aspiring for greatness, don't just be after instant gratification. Money. There are some places you have to take a low cut or pay cut or low salary because you want to learn the business, you want to learn the craft, you want to learn how the things are done. So you have to really get exposure. It's going to really help you. While leaving school, the first place I worked that really helped my exposure was in the Federal Palace Hotel, a 5-star hotel, where from time to time I was dealing with foreigners who are coming to the country. So many of white guys are my friends, and in fact I could remember these white guys, Thomas and Andrew, that came from New Zealand, and we met, we were interacting, we spoke a lot, about their country, about Nigeria, and we had a lot of sailors, we had a lot of captains, a lot of people from different parts of the world. We were meeting with top people. This exposure gave me an insight into my vision. It really exploded my vision. because no, the salary there was so small, but that exposure really helped me to believe that you can achieve a lot of things. It has inspired me to achieve a lot of things, my creativity, my pursuit today, and to continue to pursue more, because I was meeting great people, great people, great people. Along the line, I met Wale Soyinka, met a lot of people in the country, and that's a line of duty. So you need a lot of people. You need a lot of people. You need to meet, you need to really get exposure. Not just everybody has a kind of exposure in your line of work, whatever profession you are. You need to get the exposure. At the beginning, you might be offered some. Don't be out for the money at the beginning. Let me tell you, the first 25 years of your life is to learn. The second 25 years is to learn. I mean, to apply what you have learned. An application is you start small. Sometimes, that's the mistake a lot of young graduates make, is that they are waiting because you are graduated. You just felt that you are supposed to pay it and all your worth at once. No, sometimes if you really aspire for greatness, if it comes, great job comes, fine. But if it does not come, take a low job, learn in the process, get more skills, understand administration, even alongside what you're doing. So that's exposure. Number two is that unwillingness to learn. Unwillingness to learn. That's the reason for. The first one is lack of exposure. The second one is unwillingness to learn. Like I said earlier, a lot of people in the country, they are not willing to learn. I'm a trainer, I'm an entrepreneurial coach, and I know what I'm talking about. Many times when you invite people to seminars and like that, you hear a word like very barbaric statement. Are they sharing money there? Let me ask you, what turns to money? Money is not cash. Money is not cash. Your wealth of knowledge on its own is money. It carries a value. You are carrying around a value to be able to exchange into money. Time itself is money. Knowledge is money. Because a mechanic that wants to solve a problem of somebody's car has spent time to go and learn. So the knowledge is what he's selling. He's selling his knowledge. So when you go to a conference, you go for training, you are being taught, you are being imparted with knowledge, is money that was given to you. Because you can translate that money, you can exchange that money and that knowledge for money. You exchange your time for knowledge, you exchange that knowledge for money. So a lot of people, these are people, they have this instant gratification. So unwillingness to learn. See, you must be willing to invest. Even the greatest capital you need for your business is investment in yourself. Capital you. The first capital you need for your business is capital you. I don't care how much you are bringing to a business. If you are not well informed or well equipped with knowledge, the money will disappear. That's why you see a lot of people, they sell property, sell this to go into business, and they failed because the first capital had not been taken care of. The first investment is to invest in your intellectual capacity. So that's the first thing. So you have to, the third one is lack of application. A lot of people are not applying what they learned. They are not applying. A lot of people, they have so much knowledge, but they apply little. They have so much knowledge, but they apply little. So if you really want to do well in what you're doing, if you really want to do well as a business person or as an entrepreneur, or better still as a professional, you must apply. No matter books you have read, apply it. Start small, start smart, start applying. Start applying. Because it's not enough to work. Don't just work hard, but work smart. Don't just work hard, but work smart. Be smart working. Be smart working. So as you are working, be very smart working. What I mean by smart working means that understand your priorities, understand what you need to do, understand what are those things that are important for you, what are those things that are urgent for you, what are those things you need to be doing now, what do you need to get done now, what are those things that are what are the high value tasks, what are the routine tasks. You can outsource routine tasks. The high value tasks as regards the question, where are we going to? That's effectiveness. You need to understand that in your business. There are three levels of people cadres in an organization. We have the first level is called the visionary thinkers. The visionary thinkers. The second level are the operational thinkers. The second level is the operational thinkers. The third level is the executionals. So or executional thinkers. The first level is the owner of the business or the leaders, the management, who are thinking effectiveness. Where are we going to? What is our vision? Now, the second level is operations. What do we do now? What are we going to be doing today? What are we supposed to be doing now? The third level are the execution. Those who are doing the job. How are they doing it? Are they doing it, carrying out the job excellently? Are they carrying out the job excellently? So you must understand these three levels. So if you are the only one doing your business, you must understand you have to do these three things. The routine and as well the high value task. The routine and as well the high value task. So you must understand these three things. So important. So, but if you know you are now outsourcing, probably you are having employers and lacks of that, then you know that some people are at the level of the executionals. You must keep getting them involved to make them understand the vision and help them to translate their vision into reality by training them. A lot of people, they just employ people without training, guiding, and lacks. That is our standard. This is what we do. This is what. So you have to train them. So I say, I've understood that. So you have to be reaching out. The key is that keep going for conference because you need to relate. That's okay. Let's say number 4 for ignorance, to conquer ignorance, is that they relate to people of like minds. Because sometimes you need to be challenged with people who are doing the same thing you are doing. If you are not challenged, you won't have the zeal to pursue. You have to flock with the right people. Jim Rollins will say you are the average of the 5 people around you. Relate with people of right minds, people of that you are thinking the same. Keep challenging yourself, and lots of that. So as I round off, I want to let you understand that doing business in Nigeria it requires another things you need to understand is that you need to register your business. Don't forget that. Don't just run one shop on the side without just call the name, one name is not registered. It's just going to be like that. So you don't grow big to manage well. You manage well to grow big. If you want to grow big, you have to start at that level. You are a CEO, even in your room. Even that business started from the room. CNN started from the room. They started from the room. Now they are all over the world. See, the same Facebook started from dormitory. Now they are all over the world. So it's not as regards where you are starting from. It's as regards where you are going to. So you must understand the place of where you are starting and how you are approaching it. So you need to get that. Register your business, and not just that alone. Go for business. Understand the business structure you need. Are you starting out with a business name or limited liability company? And as well, understand the place of contract. When you are if you are a company, starting as a service company, you want to go into contract with companies, go give them a contract, let them sign. Any business you are doing with people that probably investors, probably this thing, sign a contract. Always sign a contract. I have a lot of bricklayers who are getting contract from individuals. He said, I got a contract of 1.5 million. Where is the paper? Which contract are you giving the person to sign? That first payment will be paid like this, second payment will be paid like this, third payment will be paid like this. They are not signing anything. At the end of the day, they say they are owing us. They did not pay us. How can you take that person to court? How can you get all that person to bind to be binding? What is making that person to be binding to the contract? Word of mouth. In Nigeria, they don't follow the word of mouth. In China and last of that they can, or Japan, they can follow that, but not in Nigeria. So you must. That's why you see a lot of people who are contractors. They say the engineers are owing us. These ones are owing us. That one is owing us because where is the contract? You run a solar panel energy, energy company, no contracts. You must understand the place of contract and the place of tax payment. What are the tax you need to pay? What do you need to pay for this? What are the regulations as regards this? What is the regulation? You must understand what is the regulation so that you don't get locked up. What are the regulations for this? What are the regulations for that? And like that. And you must have a company account. You must have a company account. When you are doing a business, you must have a company account. That's what makes your company that's what can make a bank to give you loan. Because that's the next one is that you must be able to write down You must be able to write down your financial incomes and spendings. Your income and expenditure must be, your bookkeeping must be well kept. You might need to get a consultant in accounting to assist you, but at the beginning you can get that yourself, and you can, through the help of Google spreadsheet, you can use that Google spreadsheet, which is free, or better still, you pay for QuickBook or Wave or Zoho, so to assist you. So that you keep record of what is coming in every month. You are looking at what's the profit, what's the gross profit, what's the net profit. Many times productivity does not equal profitability. You must understand how much is coming in. The reason why a lot of people, a lot of businesses are closed down is because they have poor accounting. When they see big money coming, they feel that turnover means profitability. Turnover does not mean profitability. You've got to remove many expenses from it. And what about even the rentage, the salary, the everything? Your profit, somebody can make about 20 million. Turnover might be 20 million, and the profit might not be up to 300,000. That's why you see, they don't understand it. So that's why you need to learn all of these things. You need to learn all of these things. So if you're doing the business in Nigeria, you must understand these basic things. And you must, like I said, you must leverage relationship. You can go into partnership. There are two kinds of partnership. Individual partners can come together, form a company together, and there's what is called joint venture. Company A and company B can come together and start a business, and probably you want to do a contract, you can pool resources together and execute it. See, let me tell you, the in thing now is partnership. If you know you cannot handle it yourself, go into partnership. Like I was telling a story about a friend of mine who is doing a movie shooting and lacks of that. He writes stories. He's a movie producer, and he's been telling me about I want to do all this one. But recently he got an idea at the issue, get some partners involved. He needs some money. He just got about 3 partners alongside with him, making 4. He just shared the company to 25% in terms of ownership. So they just issue equity for them. He gave them equity of 25% equity, and they brought money, and they are shooting the movie now. In fact, the last time I was talking together, he was so excited. He said, but that 25% is too much. But he said, I'm just so excited that we started something. So you don't always hold your idea to your chest and say, oh, forever I die. That's why my mom used to say the richest place on earth is a graveyard, because a lot of people have died with their potentials, they've died with their ideas, because they won't allow other people to come in. There are many professionals who are working in any big salary. They can invest, sell ideas to them, and lack of that. So I believe that with all of this, you'll be able to understand how business are done. You need to be courageous. You need to be so strong. At the beginning, it can frustrate you. Even the people can frustrate, customers can frustrate you, but you have to be patient. You have to stay steady, continue. Don't give up. Just keep going. I could remember many years ago I was doing a business, and I was going from place to place, reaching out consultancy and lots of that, and training. And somebody told me while I got it, he said, just don't give up. Continue. Keep moving. Keep going. I used to do what you were doing, but at the end of the day, he said, it's on the feet. It's the movements of you moving. That's where the blessing is. That's where the real deal is. And eventually, in the long run, I got a contract with some folks, and it changed a lot of things in the game for me. Unlike just moving from place to place, that's when I came into the real consultancy and lots of that. So just don't give up. Keep going. Keep moving, and keep reaching out to people. Keep leveraging networks, keep leveraging opportunities, and keep maximizing opportunities. So tomorrow we're going to get our Q&A section. We couldn't do it today because of some technical glitches, so we're going to fix that tomorrow. So by tomorrow we'll be able to have it done. And so I want to really apologize for that. So sorry that as we promised today we couldn't do that. And so but we'll get it done tomorrow. And as well, let's understand that at the end of this course, I told you there will be certificates. We're going to reach out to you for as many as interested. It is very good to upgrade your CV, and as well to beat your chest. It's just 4,000 naira. And during the live Q&A session tomorrow, we're going to be telling you about the mentorship program. The platinum, the diamonds, and the gold. What you need to do to get into the mentorship. So many people are online. I want to encourage you. Keep making sure that you are watching, you are writing, you are jotting down your questions. Jotting down your questions. I spent a lot of money to get these things. I did several courses on Harvard. I did several courses under my mentors, Dr. Lumini Emmanuel, and many, for us to get here. We are not just coming to tell you cock and bull story. We are telling you things we have gotten from left and right, and we are practicing. We are practicing. I'm not just a theoretical business person or entrepreneur. We are practicing businesses or entrepreneurship. Because we have our own companies that we are running. So we are practitioners. So I want to encourage you that these are things. They are as a result of my experience. I'm teaching from based on the principles I've come across. All right. I want to say stay blessed. See you tomorrow, same time by 8 o'clock. Trust God that I will be able to connect to you and talk further. So, course 5 will be holding tomorrow. Stay blessed. See you tomorrow.